you guys say that you don't listen to the noise, right? You don't listen to the media. You hear it, but you don't really care for it. This offseason, before this year, everyone was calling for a coaching change, right? Everyone was calling for it, and obviously you weren't necessarily here last year, but you knew him, and now you know the guys now. But what is Coach Brownell like? I mean, what is he like as a coach, but also just as like a person?
I really appreciate Coach Brownell because that's probably one of the few individuals in my life that's been real and 100% honest with me in terms of like my growth as a player. Like obviously I'm 25 years old. I pretty much already have my habits as a player because I've been playing basketball for so long and I'm old. But like from day one, he's been on me just about what I need to fix, what I need to get better on. Like he never let me settle. Like he never let me just be content with who I was as an individual. Like he always tried to make sure that I was just aiming for my best. And after the NC State game we had at home, I didn't really play well. Me and him got into a little argument on the bench. And then after the game, we had a conversation. And that was probably like one of the realest like conversations I've had with another grown man in my life. And we just put everything on the table, talked everything out. And then after then, it's just been like we've connected on a different level in terms of just like from a mental standpoint and just understanding each other. But yeah, just in terms of how he just talks to guys, how he just treats everyone. He's real, he's genuine, he's authentic, he's always himself. And I'm the same way. And that's why I appreciate it so much because I feel like there's few people that I've ran into that are similar to me. And I definitely get that vibe from him. And that's why I appreciate him so much. Yeah. And not only that, like he took me in. I came off probably my worst year playing college basketball. I was hurt, like really didn't do much last year. And then he really trusted me to come in and make an impact on the program. And that's what I'm appreciative for too, because he didn't have to take a chance on me. He could have got somebody who was averaging 15, 16 points a night in the SEC that wanted to come to Clemson, but he chose to pick me. And I was just like, boy, I'm so thankful for you because you really didn't have to.
Yeah, that's awesome to hear. I mean, how important is it to have a coach that you can just talk to and you can just get along with? Obviously, you said you had disagreement, but you had one of the realest conversations you ever had in a little while.
No, definitely. I think that's, like I said, like that's rare in college athletics and rare just, I feel like in life in general, just to have people that can just call you out, but do it in a way that's like constructive and not like blame, not like, what's the word? Like coming, attacking your character or something like that. And the way he does it is just like, obviously like in the heat of the moment, it is what it is. Like obviously it's a basketball game, things can get heated, but at the end of the day, like I understand that he wants what's best for me and the team. And with that being said, like that's all I can ask for. It's just somebody that's 100% honest and genuine with me because like I said, I feel like that's so rare nowadays.
Yeah. Did the team rally around him when there was that rumor of like, or not rumors, but when media was like, hey, we want a new coach, right? We want to get rid of him. Like,
that's so funny because as a team, we never talked about it.
Yeah.
We never talked about it as a team. Obviously, whenever I was trying to come to Clemson, that was obviously something that me and him discussed. Just because obviously he wanted to let me know what situation it was in type. He was like, we have to win this year. And I was like, all right, bet. Like, I understand. So like, I'm all for it. But in terms of that, like, obviously I've known him since haven't really had a relationship with him, but I've known him because I went to the camps growing up since I was 11 or 12. And I refused to come here for 1 year and then him to get fired the next. Like, I want to be able to come back to Clemson years after this and be like, yeah, man, but I don't want to have to come back and then be a new coach. So then, like, in my head, I'm like, nah, we got to make sure we win for this, man, because I want to be able to come back, see Brownell still in his office, and I want to be able to come back to the facility every summer, wherever I'm playing, and then just be able to come back and enjoy it. So I feel like that was one of my motivators going into the year. It's just like, obviously we want to win for us, but at the same time, like, we need to make sure Brownell's straight too, because, I mean, he's a great dude. He's one of the kind in the business, and I just appreciate him so much.
Yeah, I mean, and obviously it's so far so good.
So far so good. Hopefully we can. That's what I'm saying. We did what we got to do so far. We just got to just finish this last stretch out and then take care of business in March.